A lot of men are afraid of women who have a college education, who are making 5 to 6 figures, so they're intimidated. They say we have too much air about ourselves. We are too independent. We don't want to depend on anybody. But society and the way of life puts us in that position.
We were talking, and he started laughing. He said, "Aaron, what do you think women's liberation was about?" And I said, I had pretty conventional thinking about it at that point. I said, I think it's about women having the right to work, getting equal pay with men, just like they won the right to vote, you know? And he started to laugh. He said, "You're an idiot." And I said, "Why am I an idiot?" He said, let me tell you what that was about. We, the Rockefellers, funded that. We funded Women's Lib, you know? And we're the ones who got all over the newspapers and television, the Rockefeller Foundation. He says, "And you want to know why?" He said, "There were 2 primary reasons." And they were, one reason was we couldn't tax half the population before Women's Lib. And the second reason was, now we get the kids in school at an early age. We can indoctrinate the kids how to think. It breaks up their family. The kids start looking at the state as the family, as the school, as the officials, as their family, not as the parents teaching them. And so those are the 2 primary reasons for Women's Lib, which I thought up to that point was a noble thing. You know, when I saw their intentions behind it, where they were coming from when they created it, the thought of it, I saw the evil behind what I thought was a noble adventure.
We're raising a nation, if you will, a period in our life where the producing part of a family will be largely female as opposed to male. And that has tremendous implications, I think, for African American family. And I believe that it does not start in college. It can end in college, but it starts early on. And I think there's a difference in how the families, the parents of the students seem to support or encourage females more than males to get an education. I think we're more apt to see the male in that family as earning a living in a different way, or becoming a sports star, or something of that nature. And education is more secondary.
64% of black college students are women, outnumbering black men in some colleges 7 to 1.
I think that you're starting to see a lot of examples that would lead you to believe that the power is shifting within the community.
Experts say the gender disparity in economic achievement for blacks is rooted in education.
On graduation day, there are perhaps 5 females to every male who graduates. I just think the reality is that African American women figure early on that education is essential to continue growth and development, and that it's the vehicle by which they will achieve dreams that have been before them and that they have realized they have seen in other persons.
Jackson says her degree from Stanford University is one of her greatest assets.
People look and they see it and they say, "Oh, okay, I recognize this," and it's almost a stamp of approval in some ways.
Approval that's created economic opportunity. In a 5-year period, the number of businesses owned by black women jumped 75% compared to 29% for black men. And so it's no wonder that of $850 billion of spending power in the African American community, today, black women control 62% of that. Mia Jackson's hoping the positive revolution continues for young black women like her own daughter, a sophomore at Stanford University. Today, about 45% of African American women have never married. 50 years ago, it was only 20%. 45% of African American women have never married.
Obviously, I'm not married because I don't want to be married, but I'm with a wonderful black man and have been for many years.
I'm not on the mommy track. I'm not particularly interested in getting married.
When my 17, my 11, and by the time my 6-year-old is up in age, who's going to be married? Why do we have to get married?
Now, if I got married again, I don't think I could do that same compromise. It would be hard. It would be hard for me because I know I can do a little things on my own. But I would love to have a mate to stand there with me and support me and help me grow and help me raise my kids. But it's hard. You don't want to give up so much of your life. I don't want to give up my freedom, I guess.
Here's another interesting statistic. 70% of this, I know, all the black women, hold on to your seats right now. All the black women, hold on, take a breath. 70% of African American women are single. Rona is 28 and single. What's your take on that statistic?
Actually, I'm 27. Just
27, okay, thank you. In case anybody's watching. Yeah.
That actually does not surprise me at all.
I was surprised.
I think there are a plethora of reasons. First, I think there's choice. A lot of black women are opting to date non-black men. I think in a lot of cases it comes down to class.
But when it came to a white man with a black woman, Latrice felt quite differently.
Black women are educated. They want a strong man. Basically, we're on the same level. We have the same goals.
Anytime you get together with a bunch of single black professional women, the conversation will eventually lead to, you know, what are we going to do? What are we going to do about the no husband situation?
As portrayed in Something New, black women's professional success can also work against them when seeking a mate.
Those odds are completely against us.
Some say they have a hard time meeting black men who can match their professional accomplishments.
What do you think it says in terms of what will happen in relationships for African American women when you have so many African American women who they're educated and gainfully employed? Will there be African American men who can stand beside them? Is there a gap, if you will, in finances, in education, or will you accept a partner who academically hasn't achieved as much as you've achieved, and economically who hasn't achieved as much as you've achieved? Is that the destiny for African American women? Will a black woman have to accept a black man who isn't doing as well as she's doing? That's the question I'm asking. Or will you settle for less?
That's a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah.
It's a standard that a black woman wants and deserves, but it's not enough black men who are up to par on what they're looking for.
Some of us, we go outside our race because we're tired of the games. We're tired of excuses. We're tired of insecurities. And we go out, I think, to find a man or a mate who's going to be secure within themselves, who's going to say, okay, you know, I'm going to accept you for what you are, and in return, we're going to accept each other, and we're going to walk this road together. We're going to do it together. And we can't find that within our race.
Will a black woman have to accept a black man who isn't doing as well as she's doing? That's the question I'm asking. Or will you settle for less?
That's a hard pill to swallow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Nobody seems to understand how hard it is. How hard it is for a black woman sometimes.
Okay. I'm educated. I was always raised to be able to take care of myself, because if a black man didn't want me, then I would have to still be able to raise my kids or take care of myself. So that's how I was raised. But what hurts so much is that even after accomplishing all of this, black men don't want me, white men don't want me, Asian men don't want me, Latin men don't want me, and it's so discouraging, because at the end of the day, I hear everything that you guys just said, these stereotypes. I'm loud, I'm aggressive, I'm going to beat my man up or whatever.
Girl, I need to go get my hair did. I need to go get my hair did.
Well, what are we going to do about the drinking situation?
Okay, I need a cocktail. Who needs a cocktail?
Cocktail. Water. Yeah.
I need a margarita. Anybody want a martini?
I know I need one.
You can spike my water.
How about a margarita instead?
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, tell me that ain't James rolling up with a white girl.
Oh, hell no. Oh, that's fucked up. I know you're not gonna let him disrespect you like that.
Just wait here. I'm gonna go and get her.
You want me to get her for you?
No, it's okay.
Oh, hell no. He's gonna kiss the bitch in your driveway.
Oh, no. Now that's really fucked up.
He only brought her over here to piss you off. He came to pick up Lena, but he should have came by himself. Bastard.
What?
What? What's up with the white chick?
What does that have to do with me picking up Lena? Is she ready?
You weak punk. You had to go and get a white girl? What's wrong? You couldn't find a sister that would lay down and let you walk over her?
What are you trying to say, Tanya?
She's saying you're a weak-ass nigga.
A weak-ass nigga?
Yeah, weak-ass nigga. Hate black men like you. Too weak to deal with a strong black woman, so you gotta go find a weak white girl to walk all over. And spend her nights with your dick in her mouth.
Tell him, girl.
Weak black man, huh? Say, Butcher, do you have a man right now?
No, I'm tired of you weak-ass niggas.
And you, Linda?
No.
What about you, Joy?
Yeah, white man.
A white man?
Yeah, she had to go get a white man. Because all y'all niggas is out dating white women and ain't none left.
How long were we married, Tanya?
4 years.
Have you ever noticed me to be attracted to a white woman?
No.
And how long you know me before we got married?
3 years.
3 years. In this time, have you ever known me to be with any white girl?
No.
No. This house here, who bought it? Let me answer it for you, Tanya. This house we live in, I bought it, and all the furniture in it. And now, I live in a bigger one. Let's not even talk about the car and the monthly alimony check. You don't even remember the last time you walked. And you and your angry little crew are gonna call me a weak black man? Why? Just because I like to come back home to a peaceful house at the end of the day? Instead of going back to a drama like I had with you for 4 years? So you think a black man is weak just because he doesn't feel like fighting every single night? If this woman here, white or any other color, if she can bring me some balance in my life, I really don't care about you and your little angry crew are saying. But let me set the record straight. I am not a weak black man. I am a tired black man. Tired of dealing with angry black women like you and you. Now where's my daughter?